During World War II, as American forces were suffering devastating rates of malaria casualties in the Pacific Theater, the Committee on Medical Research, a wartime scientific body with direct connections to the federal government, funded a series of malaria experiments at Stateville Penitentiary in Illinois. The experiments, overseen in part by University of Chicago malariologist Alf Alving, enrolled hundreds of prisoners in trials testing various anti-malarial drugs and deliberate infection with malaria parasites. The prisoners were bitten by infected mosquitoes under controlled conditions, allowed to develop malarial illness, and then treated with experimental drug combinations. Some were infected with strains of malaria specifically selected for their resistance to existing treatments. The consent process employed was described at the time as voluntary, and the researchers and prison officials maintained that participation was genuinely optional. Documents released under the Freedom of Information Act and subsequently analyzed by medical ethicists established that the social dynamics of a prison population, where cooperation with authorities is entangled with parole consideration, housing assignment, and daily conditions, made meaningful voluntary consent effectively impossible. The experiments continued after the war ended, running into the 1970s. Congressional hearings in 1973 examining the ethics of prisoner research cited Stateville extensively as a primary example of the conditions that had made such research possible and had made genuine voluntary consent structurally unavailable to the participants being enrolled.